So, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, and how do you find us?
Okay. So, I I'm Lanesha Davis. I live in Texas. I am an English teacher, high school English teacher. I teach 10th grade. Prior to that, I was a social worker. I still worked in the school system and in foster care. I am a freelance writer before I even got into the digital marketing stuff. So like I would write poetry, write for local magazine. People will hire me to write things. So I'm not like not familiar with like reaching out to people, like I've had a little experience like marketing myself, but not to the extent that I've learned with you guys. And I found you guys on Instagram. Like I think I don't know if I was on the Explore page. I don't know how I found Jet, but I saw a post of her talking about like her working and then like becoming this her own laptop,
Mhm.
person or whatever. And so I was like, I replied to whatever that post was, and then she reached out to me. And then I did all the little interviews that you're supposed to do. So I found you guys on Instagram, is how I found it.
She's
Yeah.
always there. I guess she's always there. People always say like, I don't know, but she pop up on my page. Um,
Yeah.
so that's pretty cool. And what has been the like your what was the question? I forgot how to word it. Your the most valuable part of the program for you. That's it. I'm sorry.
I think just like the skills vault and like just learning all the skills that I need. Like I wasn't really sure of like how to reach out to people, how to do a proposal, just really how to market my skills or find my niche. Like I was like, okay, I know I want to do this, but like what exactly do I want to do? So I think you guys helped me find like my niche. Like I can do digital marketing with education. Like I don't have to like be some social media, manager. Like I can like do other things in the education field. And just learning how to put a proposal together and just all the steps it takes to just be your own like boss and market yourself. I didn't know how to do that. So it's been helpful.
I love
Yeah.
it. I remember when we first met, um, and we were thinking about how we can apply the program to your specific skills because you had
Hmm.
already a bunch of skills when you joined. It's not like we had to teach you everything from scratch, but we could manage to put the program in a way that it was working for you specifically. Um, so that was amazing, and I'm just like I think that's the part that makes me emotional when I know that you've got results out of it because we it's the same program that someone with no skills, like no digital skills at all, or marketing skills like writing or
Hmm.
anything, can apply and can learn. But we made the same program working for you in your specific situation, and you even got a client already. So that I think that's what makes me emotional, because I've been there since the first call that we had when we met, and you tell us a
Hmm.
little bit about who you are. So seeing the results is just it's amazing. And talking about this, what can you say has been your biggest accomplishment since you joined the program?
I think that like landing my first client, like when I wasn't even like finished with the program, like I hadn't gotten my little certification and all that stuff, but just being able to actually land a client, like I feel like that was my biggest accomplishment. Like it
Mhm.
gave me the confidence to say, like, I can really do this. I can reach out to people. I can market my skills. So that was just like a really it was a confidence boost, like landing that client. So
Realizing that you
yeah.
can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty fast. Yeah, I remember that out of nowhere, you had everything ready for the certificate and a client. It's like, what happened here?
What happened? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely you are a multitask person for sure. Um, and that's impressive. It is actually impressive. What were your thoughts before joining the program when it comes to you making the investment to be here?
I was scared. It's a lot of money, and I wouldn't say I'm a single mom because his dad's involved, but I am like responsible mainly for myself, and I have my child majority of the time. So being single and not married, like all my coins, go into my household. So spending anything extra, it's scary, and it's like, is this going to be worth it? So just putting up that money was like, it was scary. But I'm glad that I did because it taught me a lot. And even stuff that I may have forgotten, I have the tools. Like I can always go back and look at it. And so that's what I love, that it's not like, okay, once you're done, we cut you off. Like I can go back and refresh and, continue learning.
Yeah.
So,
Actually, not just refresh, but you have all the updates that we made to the program. You do have access to that. So if there's new modules or new
mm,
classes that we're implementing, you always have the access to get those, and that's good because with this industry, and you can apply for your own teaching business if you want eventually. Because
hmm
it's the same thing. Like you have to market yourself, and the marketing might change depending on what's going on the internet. So like a few years back, we didn't have TikTok, and it was just like people dancing with trending like audios, and now there's a lot of businesses selling their
hmm
services on TikTok. So we need to learn whatever is popular at the moment because that's where the businesses needs to market. That's where you need to market yourself. So there's no way that we can possibly know what's coming, you know? We just have to be open
yeah.
to learn new things, new skills, new platforms. Um, so yeah, it's not just going back and refresh what you saw. It's like you have a resource there. If new things are coming, you can always go and learn
Oh,
from our updates. So that's pretty cool.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. Yeah, we're actually working at this exact moment, we're working on a module for AI and different tools that you can apply for different like um needs, let's say. So you can use some of the tools to lead generation and some of the tools to uh, automate different tasks to make the daily like assignments or tasks that you have in your day to day with your job and your freelance and everything easier. And yeah, there's a bunch of tools that we're testing to try to make things easier for everyone. So yeah, that's one of the modules that are coming that you can watch once it's ready. um,
Okay.
so good. And if someone approaches you and say that they're not sure whether this program is like a good fit or not, or if it's worth it or not, what can you say? Especially you being someone who took the risk, not knowing if you were gonna get a scam or not.
Right. I would tell them to definitely think about making sure that they have the time, not really just the money, but do they have the time to invest? And if they're serious about it, because I feel like if this is something that they truly want to do and they're willing to make the time and invest their money, that it's worth it. Like they're going to get like there are so many platforms that I was not aware of that you guys introduced me to, and I'm not talking about like the social media. So I'm talking about the stuff that you use to like create, your just create to create the stuff that you need, to be a digital marketer, like, or just even like calendar stuff, like the logistics of it, so it's really worth it. Like it really is. Like you learn so much. So yeah, I would tell them to like really, oh, my computer's about to die. I need to plug it in. But yeah, I would just tell them to make sure that they have the time, but other than that, it's worth it.
Good. Yeah, you just need to put your part. And you did, which is amazing. That's why you got results and you made it. So I'm pretty happy about it. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts and your experience with us.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for all your help and all your advice. Yeah.